Ask Diana to come up front and bring up the panel so that we can actually reflect and see what the learnings are.
Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. This is our last panel. It should be the last but not the least. So, our notables from Uganda, we welcome you again, and I don't think you need more introduction. General DavidMuhoozi, I wish to welcome you to this panel, and I request you to reassure our audience, especially the investors we've been trying to entice this morning, in your closing remarks and highlights of the day, what would you wish to inform them this evening about Uganda?
Let me stand up. Good evening. It's been a fruitful day. And I listened keenly to the discussion. This far it was rich, enriching even for us from government, listening to the many dimensions of how to improve business between Uganda and the UK. Where we sit at Internal Affairs, I came with a team, including my permanent secretary, and the Chief of Immigration, General Gowa. We deal in the public good of security, of people and their property. So my assurance to you is that Uganda is safe and peaceful with itself and its neighbors, east to west, north to south. And if you come to invest, the environment matters, aside of the opportunities, so I want to assure you that Uganda is safe. We also handle mobility, which was spoken to by my senior, the Right Honorable Kadaga, and this is a business enabler, inwards into Uganda and out of the country. We just came also to roll out our migration policy, which was passed in August by Cabinet, and we want to disseminate it to our diaspora here and in the rest of the other parts of the world. But basically, this document is about, among other things, promoting business. We are also doing mass enrollment of the National Identity Card. This is for nationals, but also, apart from national identity, it's also an instrument that helps citizens access a range of services, and also within the region, it is also used as a travel document. So it's a very important document, and also it opens opportunity for other services. For example, for you to get a passport, if you are a citizen, you must have a national ID. You must have a national ID. It's a very, very important document. What we had before had limited features. This time round, we are including the iris as one of the features on this new ID. And some of the people here in the diaspora will enroll or renew their IDs. We also do other travel documents, including passports, and the chief is there. He'll make a comment especially on the issue of work permits and visas and how we can improve that very critical service. Someone here said they get problems, especially regarding the subject of dual citizenship. I want to say from the onset that dual citizenship is allowed within our laws. And citizenship by birth or descent is not extinguishable on account of you getting another citizenship. And this has been even more clarified by the President in an executive order for you people who are here, Ugandan citizens, your children should not get difficulty. They are Ugandans by pedigree, by parentage. I think we need to follow up with better communication so that we sort out issues regarding the challenges of our Ugandans who are also citizens of other countries. I think for now that is where we stand. Maybe General Gowa, you can make a comment on visas and work permits, and then we'll wrap it up. But last, Uganda is safe. Come and come soon. Like they say, it's the early bird that catches the what? The worm. Don't be late. God bless you. Go. Let him wrap up on visas and permits. He used to be called director, but now every time you call him director, he reminds you he's chief of immigration.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. I recognize the presence of Right Honorable Kadaga. And one of my ministers, one time, he got a little bit tongue-tied when it came to protocol. So he said, all of you big people out there. So I address you in the same way, everybody. The issue about, I'm glad my Honorable Minister has outlined the fact that Uganda is a secure place within which to do investment in. So all of you who want to do investments will probably be asking, okay, how easy are you making it for us to come to Uganda, and what can the people who work for us, the workforce, what can they expect from you as immigration? One, the visa policy, very simple, and all our applications, all our systems, by the way, are automated. So the application is done online, yes, and we try to expedite that as quickly as possible. So within 24 hours, 48 hours, you should be able to get your visas. Now, single entry visa, that costs about $50, pretty cheap. And we also avail multiple entry visas for 1 year, 2 years, depending on what you want. So it's a question of applying online for what you need, whether it's a single entry or multiple entry. And then we offer, of course, the various work permits for diplomats.
But then we go to
for diplomats and for others as well. I think the one that you would probably be interested in most, because what we're talking about and what Mr. Tuguma was talking about earlier on, is value addition for what is produced in the country, in terms of agriculture, in terms of industries, for instance, the mineral industries, refineries, and things like that. So value addition, that will give you certainly a very, very good rate. And we're looking at, instead of the 2,500, which would normally be the work permit fee for general business people, you're talking about $400 only for those involved in rare skills, value addition industries, dealing in mineral industries, and manufacturing and things like that. So that goes for $400 for all people who are involved in that sector. The other sectors would be slightly more expensive. But we're making everything easy in the sense that we have automated all our systems, so all payment is done online. And this speaks now to the issues of what my sister was talking about earlier on, the issues of corruption. Because for us, we are corrupt-free entity at the Ministry of Internal Affairs, in that payment is done online, goes straight to URA, and goes straight to the consolidated fund. So with that, we are ready to support everybody who is involved in, who wants to come and invest in Uganda. And you can have my telephone contact anytime you have issues. Do reach out, and we see how to expedite your process. Thank you very much. Yes, there used to be a security bond, the ministers reminded me. But then the argument was that too much money is being tied down in the security bond, which could easily be utilized in furthering your investment prospects in the country. So we were guided from high up that do away with the security bond, but how now do we ensure that the persons maybe after caught on the wrong side of the law can be extradited or allowed to come back to their countries of origin. So instead of the security bond, we require for one to sign an agreement, extradition agreement, in the sense that if you're on the wrong side of the law, the company that employs you is the one that will be responsible now for sending you back home or from wherever you came home from or where you've decided to go to. So we no longer have the security bond in place, which was about 2,500, the cost of an air ticket to take you back to your country of origin. So we don't do that anymore, but your company is responsible now for signing that agreement with us, so that in the event that you're on the wrong side of the law, you can be allowed to be taken back home.
Maybe last one, the gentleman there told me that we could consider residence for investment as an incentive. It's not too late to include that, maybe later in our migration policy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, General Gowa. I wish to pose a question to many of you in the room. Who wants to be a millionaire in dollars? So I'm going to request Honorable Ruth Nankabirwa to sum it up on how many of our investors here can tap into the great economy of Uganda and the potential. You discussed this 2 weeks ago in New Orleans. I was in attendance and so many have signed up. I'll share with you the feedback. So kindly share the same with the attendance here. Thank you.
Let me also enjoy the podium. In the morning I spoke while seated. I think in New Orleans, I advised people to always seek for the real information. If you are looking for an investor to come home to invest, you must be knowledgeable about your country and about the opportunities. That was the advice. So this morning, we've been impacting knowledge about the opportunities at home so that you are able to stand in for us where we are not in enticing these investors to come home. In my docket, for example, I have assured you that our mission in the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development is to have a mode of excellency in sustainable development of our energy and mineral resources. It has to be sustainably developed in order to facilitate the investment, in order to facilitate everybody. Every sector needs electricity. People need electricity. Even if you're not going to be involved in whatever, in anything, you need electricity at home, at least to be happy. To invest in your happiness, you need electricity. Health needs electricity. Education needs electricity. So my testimony this morning was to assure you that Uganda is moving the path of offering not only sustainable, reliable, but affordable electricity. And to begin with industrialists, we want to lower the tariff up to beyond 5 US cents per kilowatt hour. And the large, extra large industries in Uganda have started enjoying this. And lastly, don't forget to tell the investors that Uganda's electricity generation mix is comprised of clean energy. Clean energy. This is what most countries are yearning for. We don't use coal. We don't use any other source but renewable. And 94% is from hydro. And the potential for exploitation is still there waiting for you. Let me end by thanking the organizers.
Thank you, Honorable Ruth Nankabirwa. Professor Nuwagaba.
Thank you very much for the great opportunity to stand here once again. That's one thing to go as a take home, is that I've been a professor in Makerere, as you have been told, for 26 years. Now, the president to appoint me to come to the central bank is that I've been working as a special international consultant for the African Development Bank. That's where I've been, and actually that's where the president got me from. Now, that gave me opportunity to know what goes on in Africa. I got opportunity to work in quite a number of countries. I've been working in what we call fragile states. As we speak even right now, I have not closed my office in Somalia. I've been working in South Sudan, Guinea-Bissau, Central African Republic. Now, you people, you don't know the importance of peace and security. You only know its importance when you don't have it. Otherwise, you will take it for granted. So, we want to congratulate Uganda government for creating peace and security, which is sacrosanct for foreign direct investment. I want therefore to congratulate my brother here, DavidMuhoozi, the Right Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, and the ministers who sit in our cabinet, for creating a very good environment for people to do business. So number one, Uganda has the best, and when I talk about the best, I'm talking about that best as a professor of economics. So I've been teaching in Makerere for 26 years, as an international consultant who has been working almost with these 55 countries in Africa. I really have a good grasp of what is going on. We have in Uganda the best macroeconomic environment. These are the fundamentals. Everybody who has money, even in your homes, that's later on in your country. Those who have money in your pocket and in your homes, why are you keeping it? And why, where, how do you invest it? Is that you invest it in an environment of price stability. You want to do business when you know your money will generate money. If the money is a mother, it will generate children. So money will create money. That's what we have created for you. Number two is that you cannot do business when we don't have, now let me be technical a bit, when you don't have foreign exchange, what we call foreign exchange stability. We need the forex. And I've told you since morning that our capital and financial accounts are liberalized. So when you come to Uganda, nobody will ask you how many dollars you have, like in Ethiopia. You go to Ethiopia and you tell me how many dollars do you have, how many dollars do you go out with. We don't have that in Uganda. Or in Ethiopia, you have to marry an Ethiopian first if you want to do business there. You do two things, either marry an Ethiopian, then establish a company to have 51% of that company. Put up your hand if you have been in Ethiopia and you establish a company and you have not had those two options. Or how 49% of the company. We don't have that. So we need to congratulate ourselves in Uganda. It is a liberal environment, 150% for both capital and financial accounts. What does that mean? It means the money you have is yours and you come and invest in it, and this money is yours. You get. Finally, we have created for you an environment to ensure that apart from price stability, our financial system is really sound. It's a very sound financial system. And in the Bank of Uganda, we want to pat ourselves on the back, because for us to have created an environment, we do not want to grab newspaper headlines. We are not craving to grab newspaper headlines. We are working to ensure that that person who has money can create money. We are not interested in the politics of money. For us, we are interested in making sure that when we do economic activity, it generates value. And therefore, we are keeping our currency, which is fiat currency. As you know, since 1971, Richard Nixon, in no country is now backed by, nobody has a currency backed by gold. All of us is fiat. So our fiat currency is one of the best Kalis have already told you. So it will have value. Those who have been in Uganda the last 15 years, it has got the same value. And this is what you are looking for. Everyone who has money, everybody who understands the money, everybody who has studied the money, you know what the money is? You want money which has value. Money is a store of value. And that's why it is scarce. That's why you are all, you know, anybody here who is putting money on the chair, they are no one. Because you want to hide it. Where you hiding it, that value it carries. And we want to keep that value. And we can assure you that in Uganda, your money will have value. And that's what we have. So we have created the best macroeconomic environment to ensure that you can do business. And we want to keep this macroeconomic environment to do business. The only challenge we have, Right Honorable Prime Minister, is the interest rates. Interest rates are still not the best, but we are working very, very hard to increase our financial depth, to increase our economic agents relative to GDP, to ensure that there are areas in English language, there are areas where you can easily get money here, money here, money here. Those areas are not as many as we want, but we are working very hard to increase financial depth, to increase economic agents relative to GDP, to increase our saving culture, for example, and be able to have money cheaply. So our cost of business is still high. My sister Ruth here has said she's working on it. Our energy is now good. We do not have any problem of energy. We don't have a problem of roads. We are solving it. We don't have a problem with telecommunications. That one we solved a long time ago. So what we need to work on is to attract you. Corruption, Edith is working on it. She's a colonel in our army. And this work on order Nimoja, order is only one. So if you come to play around, we also don't want anybody who is going to come and play around. So we are building an economy which is robust. That's what I want to end with. It is a robust economy. We know what we are doing, and Uganda, we are not known globally for policy reversals. We are not known for policy reversals. So when we say we are doing this, we are taking this journey, we have done enough due diligence. We have done enough research. We don't do something and then we just involve just with vertical. No. Once we have said we are going to go this way. Even during COVID, when the UK here was pump priming, when it was subsidizing fuel, we said this is a mistake. We told our president this is a mistake, we are not going to do it. Your Excellency, we are not going to allow you to do it. Don't do it. He didn't do it. UK, you did it. What happened? What happened? Tell me what happened. For us, we didn't do it because we knew the economics we are talking about. We have studied economics to know what it is. We said you have done a mistake, and UK, you did a mistake. Let me repeat it. So for us, we didn't do that mistake. We said we are not going to subsidize the fuel. We are going to allow the fuel to escalate, to double even, but we told our president and advised him very, very well. And now the economy rebounded. It rebounded in only 1 year, and we are moving forward. Come and invest in a country like that.
Thank you, Professor. If it was Honorable Kasiita, I would have confirmed that money has come, but in principle, money has come. And the economy is good. We can confirm that. I wish to invite Colonel Edith Nankabirwa to sum up. I'm sorry, Colonel Edith Nakalema, to sum up your take for the day and where do we go from here? Thank you.
Of course, my sister, you have broken protocol. You cannot speak after a general has spoken and the Honorable Minister. So I thought I would be. I had said it all. I will only say, maybe summarize what I said earlier, that the government of Uganda, led by His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, full general, retired but not tired, and has ensured that every wealth creator is given the best attention in our country. That's why he has brought all agencies together, empowered very able leaders in ministries, in departments, and all agencies of government, but also empowered the private sector that is leading that is leading mobilization of all private sectors that are developing our economies. So the last statement I wish to put up or to say is that together we can build bridges within our countries or from our countries. We can build bridges and ensure that we have a transformative or increasingly transformative investments across our countries through leveraging technology, because we can reach each other, inquire from one another, and ensure that investments and economies, that investments that are being made develop our economies so that we have a powerful world. But for Uganda, we want to say that we are ahead because we are reaching out through leveraging technology, and we are seeing FDIs increasingly giving us the privilege of developing much faster. And so the Deputy Governor has summarized our economic growth, and the Honorable Ministers have said it all. For us, at the State House Investors Protection Unit, our assurance to you, distinguished leaders, investors, the honorable dignitaries present today, is that we are ensuring a thriving investment climate in Uganda. We protect everyone that is adding value to our country, regardless of how much or at what extent. We are available online, we are available physically, and we will not tire, because we are seeing that it is time for us to grow together. Help us to serve you better by asking us or highlighting what we need to do better, and we are ready to do it for the benefit of investing in Uganda much better. We thank you for giving us the opportunity to share our ideas and also to learn from you a lot. The speakers that we have heard today, you are all amazing. Thank you very much for this great audience. And I conclude by saying that Mr. William Mutenza, you continue to make us proud as Ugandans. Thank you for being a patriotic leader who continues to mobilize great investments for our motherland, the Pearl of Africa. I thank you.
Thank you so much, and we'd like to really appreciate our guests, especially
to say, William, please come back.
Can we all just give a very big hand of applause to Mr. Mutenza, because he's really worked hard to put this together, to invite everybody, and really and truly this is his hard work, and he has really committed. Mr. Mutenza, if I had a medal at the Uganda High Commission to give you, I would give it to you. But I think you should, I hope everybody will go back to Uganda, ministers, please recommend President Museveni to give this gentleman a medal, a Ugandan honor. He really deserves it. So, I hope so. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency.